Hello, and welcome back to the back of the pack. So this is week 17, and this week's theme is vertical. So I substituted the normal Sunday long run for a running day based on trying to get as much vertical gain as I could. I was participating in the Ginger Runners virtual vertical, he had a cute name for it, race event where everybody was trying to get as much vertical in one push as they could. It was feeding off of a race that he is the race director of, that I participated in 2 years ago, pre-COVID, which has a combined 8,000 feet of gain in like 19 miles. So I was only able to get 2,000 feet of gain in 10 miles. The trail system just wasn't set up to get the higher vert. But honestly, I was feeling, even the 2,000, I was feeling it, which is kind of the theme for this whole week. I'm back on plan, have gotten back into the rhythm of the running program, but I was really feeling it this week. Everything seemed hard. Legs weren't fatigued, but just especially early in the run each day, it felt like, gosh, it's been a while since I've been doing this. Even though I only had the 2 weeks of light work, it was still a little bit of a chore to get out there and get back into the rhythm. But it did, and so feeling good about the fact that we're back on plan and moving forward. The other thing that happened this week was I slowed down and read the press release relating to the race event that my multi-year plan is hypothetically building toward. It's the premier race in Europe called UTMB. It's got a 50K version of that race series, and it used to be you just went to qualifying races, you got points, those points got you into a lottery system, and you know, over time you would hopefully get selected for the actual race. They just reformatted their whole setup, and now they have regional qualifiers and qualifying races that get you into the regionals. And at first glance it looks like it's just even harder to get into that race than before. And there may or may not be, you have to place in the certain setting or meet certain time limits. I'm not sure. They didn't have that much detail in their press release. So kind of bummed on that. That means that I may need to shift my kind of long-term plan and goal here. So we'll see. I'll do a separate video on that, I think, once I provide enough information that I can really figure out what the impact is to the back of the pack. But I think as a minimum, it's harder than it used to be to get into that race. I think it's good for the sport. It creates a feeding system to something where the elite runners can all determine who's the best out there. And that's great, but I hope it doesn't lose its element of the everyday person can also be involved in that event. I think that's part of what makes the draw. So hopefully they'll be able to find a way to preserve that. Okay, that's it for this week, and I look forward to welcoming you back to the back of the pack next week. And until then, I hope you enjoy your runs.